Welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about how to do route summarization. If this is your first video you're watching, make sure you watch previous videos to see the different configurations that we have configured on these routers that led up to this point where we are. If you watched part 1 and part 2, here's part 3, route summarization. Again, let's verify the routes that we have on R1. Again, this is our network topology. We have R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, Office 3, Office 1, Office 2, and then a route to the internet service provider. Okay, let's go on router 1. Let's verify the routing table. Okay, as you can see, we have the locally connected networks, which are network to Office 1, network to Office 2, network between R1 and R2. These are these top three right here. And then we have these other static routes to these other subnets. The subnet between R3 and R2, subnet between R4 and R3, that subnet to Office 3, subnet between R4 and R5. Now let's get rid of these static routes to those subnets, and we're going to replace these by a single command that's going to take care of all four altogether. Okay, first of all, let's get rid of these static routes. And the command for that is no IP route to 10.20.0.0 255.255.255.0 via 10.10.0.2. So we're removing the first one right here. Okay, this is how you remove it, with the no IP route command. Boom. You want to check and see? Let's see if the static route is gone. See, now we're down to 3. Before we had 4 static routes. Now the top static route is already removed, so now we're down to 3. Let's remove the other 3. I have typed this down here to help speed up the process. Again, copy and paste. We have to go to the global config command line. Okay, paste. Good. Now we shouldn't have any static routes anymore. Let's verify this. Show IP route. See, we only have the local networks. All the static routes to those other subnets, they're all gone now. Now we're going back to router 1. We're going to substitute those 4 static routes that we had by one route summary. And how we do this is, before we do that, let's verify and see that there is no connectivity between PC1 and laptop 7, from PC1 in Office 1 and PC7 or laptop 7 in Office 3. Okay, back on our command prompt line on PC1, let's ping laptop 7 10.20.2.17. See, the destination is unreachable. And the same thing is if we try to reach from PC8, if we try to reach, say, laptop 3 in Office 2, that should fail too. Okay, ping 10.10.2.13 for laptop 3 in Office 2. So PC8 is trying to reach laptop 3. it should fail because we have removed those static routes on R1. We have removed those static routes that we had on our R1, so the traffic is not reaching past this router 1. Okay, it has timed out 4 times. Now let's restore connectivity between these offices, okay, across the network. Back on router 1, so we're going to go to the command config, global config, and then IP route. Now, if you remember, router 1 had 4 static routes, okay? 1 for every subnet that was not directly connected to R1. Take a look at these networks, okay? Subnetworks. They all 10.20 dot something. 10.20, 10.20, 10.20, okay? Let me scroll up back here. Let me show you what I'm talking about, okay? Remember when we configured the static routes up here on router 1? If you take a look at these subnets, they all 10.20, 10.20, 10.20, 10.20. The only difference is the last 2 digits, okay? Now, so since they have the first 2 octet in common, we could use that as one single route to summarize all 4, okay? But instead of being /24, that's going to be /16 because it's only the 2 octet that they're sharing, okay? 10.20 is the part of the subnet that's in common between all 4 subnets, okay? Let's do this back down here. So we do IP route 10.20.0.0 255.255.0.0. Instead of 255, 255, 255 3 times, it's only twice because it's /16. This is the bigger network. The /16 is the big umbrella that covers all those 4 subnets we had earlier, okay? Again, all these 4 subnets that we had earlier, all these 4 routes, let me scroll back up. All these 4 routes, they all were going through the same interface over on R2, okay? 10.10.0.2. So our summary route is going to go through the same. So 10.10.0.2. Now, with one single command we typed here, the connectivity should have been restored. Let's verify. First of all, let's make sure the route is in the table, in the routing table. Show IP route. Here we go. The static route has been added to the routing table on R1, router 1, okay? Now, back to PC1, let's ping 10.20.2.17, PC7, over in Office 3. Let's do that again. There we go, perfect. It's 100% successful, okay? Let's try again, PC8 in Office 3. Let's see if it's capable of reaching laptop 3 over in Office 2. Ping 10.10.2.13. Boom, successful. Great. That's how you do the route summarization on a router. As you can see, the connectivity between our 3 offices has been restored with one single route, which is a summary route. And this is how you do the route summarization on a router. That's how you configure static routing protocol and do route summarization. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next videos when I upload them. Thank you.